What's up, everybody? What's up? Valhalla Sports Talk is on the air. Dodgers versus Marlins, game 3 of the 3-game set. The series is on the line, ladies and gentlemen. The series is on the line. Dodgers win game 1. Marlins walk us off last night. And Valhalla Sports Talk is here for all the action. This game is set to start at 1:40 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Dodgers currently 24-12 on the season. Marlins 14-21. Today's starters: Landon, Knack, Knick-Knack, Paddywhack, give the Dodgers a win versus Valente, Belozo. Knack got roughed up his last outing. He is 1-0 on the season with a 7.27 earned run average. Belozo 0-2 with a 4.97. Coming up on your screen is today's Dodger lineup. Will Smith with the day off today. Smitty gets a day off before the travel to Arizona, where they will play tomorrow with me. Yes, me in attendance. And James Outman not in the starting lineup. But it's going to be Ohtani leading off, DHing, Mookie at short, Freddie at first, Pages right field, Muncy at third, Conforto left field, Enrique Hernandez be playing second base, Hassan Kim center field, and Austin Barnes manning the catching duties. He will be manning the old catching duties. I talked to you about Knack versus Belozo. Here are the stat leaders for the Dodgers currently as we speak. Ohtani leads the team in home runs now with 10. Mervis, 7 for the Marlins. Ohtani 10 stolen bases. Xavier Edwards 9. Yamamoto leads the Dodgers 49 strikeouts, 47 for Meyer. Yamamoto will be on the bump tomorrow in Arizona with me in attendance. Nobody has commented in the chat yet. I don't know if it's broken or what, but would it kill you to say hello to a brother? Dodgers currently 6th in batting average in MLB with a 13th in ERA, 3rd in runs scored, 15th in home runs allowed, 2nd in home runs hit, 16th in whip, 5th in on-base percentage, 2nd in slug, 10th in batting average. These are the betting odds according to BetMGM. Dodgers favored by 2.5 today, minus 225 on the money line. Marlins plus 185. Over-under, runs scored is 10. They expect a lot of runs scored. The vast majority of the bets, the vast majority of the money are on the Dodgers. Joseph Caffrey first in the chat. Vast amount of the bets on over-under are on the over, 90% with 95% of the cash. All right, so as I mentioned, first pitch is coming up in about 20 minutes, Let's listen in on the Doyers radio telecast.
You leaving it all out on the field, whether you're good or bad, whether it's a lefty or righty throwing, whether you're starting or not starting. It was just that mentality that it had on the back was 24/7, 365. So that meant every day. And as you know, baseball can be every day most of the year. And just having that mentality that if you don't even feel good, you don't feel right, you can still bring something and help the team win that day.
Do you feel like you were a guy that led by example, or did you have to vocalize all of that beast mode?
Led by example a lot. Guys will always see me at the field early, always in the cage, always doing something. I know they used to always say, man, do you ever sit down in your locker? You know what I mean? So, and I would talk, some to them, but mostly I like to lead by example and just being out there every day, because I believe that 07 year, I played the 162 that year. And I think Kemp and them got to see it. Andre, these guys out there every single day. So I think that carried on. And I know Kemp really wanted to play every game. He didn't like sitting out. So that was cool to see.
To see the career that Matt Kemp and Andre Ethier had, did you see that when you got to the Dodgers? Did you envision they had a chance to have that lasting impact?
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, Kemp was a guy could hit a ball 800 feet and run still 50 bases and do that type stuff. And Ethier just had such a sweet swing, great defender, smart base runner. It was just a matter of them getting games under their belt. You know, they were young. And even when they were young, we were there. I think we made the playoffs 2 of the 3 years that I was there. So they were getting the playoff experience early in their careers, and to see them blossom. And now they're family men. They have families, kids, and all that stuff. So that's really even more important to see than even the baseball side.
Juan Pierre, awesome to see you. You've left a big impact on so many guys. I've seen it here in a short time in the Dodger clubhouse. So your legacy lives on through a lot of other people. Thanks a lot for the time.
Thank you. Anytime.
There he is, the man, Juan Pierre, and he'll receive a pair of sunglasses to Kanan's world's best polarized sunglasses. Kanan's lenses are clearer, lighter, and stronger than other lenses and are nearly impossible to scratch. Visit Kanan.com for your pair. Tim, we'll send it back to you.
All right, thanks a lot, DV. Dodgers start the game or the day with a half-game lead in the NL West over the Padres, who are in action later today against the Yankees. Dodgers baseball is brought to you by Shakey's Pizza Parlor, the official pizza partner of the Dodgers audio broadcast. When it's game day, it's group day at Shakey's.com. Leading up to first pitch for Miami. Up next, we'll break down this pitching matchup of Tim Case's world champion Los Angeles Dodgers audio network.
When you want Dodgers, the only home is AM 570 LA Sports.
Summer days are fast approaching, and that means more time on the grill. And great grilling starts with Hoffy. Like the boys in blue, Hoffy has an MVP lineup with premium beef franks and bacon-wrapped hot dogs. The perfect start to making your LA dog.
Hoffy uses only top-quality ingredients with premium-quality beef for a great hot dog. You can taste it. Visit HoffyBrand.com to find your Cravelicious hot dogs. With Hoffy, you'll be ready for anything. Hoffy.
Local, original, great.
If you've been injured in an accident, Jacoby & Myers will go to bat for you and fight for the justice you deserve. With over 50 years of experience in the field and the trust of tens of thousands of clients, Jacoby & Myers has the winning record you want on your side. Jacoby & Myers handles every case with the same level of care, and your case matters at Jacoby & Myers, the official law firm of the Los Angeles Dodgers. For a free consultation, call 1-800-5-MILLION today. Jacoby & Myers, let the big league lawyers fight for you.
You win the World Series,
Clinching a World Series championship.
you're the world champions.
As it should be.
And that's fine for now.
I'm going to need more.
But you know what sounds even better? Back-to-back
Back-to-back-to-back.
world champions. Dodger baseball is here.
This is just the beginning.
Don't miss a moment of the action all season long as the boys in blue look to run it back. Hear every game on air at AM 570 and streaming online on the iHeartRadio app.
At the crack of a bat, crack open a Bud. Budweiser is the official beer sponsor of Major League Baseball. There's no better way to celebrate a home run than an ice-cold Bud. Stock up the fridge because it's time to play ball. Baseball fans, this Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
As we were saying,
This is Morongo Casino Dodgers on Deck on the official home of LA Dodgers baseball.
Leading you up to Dodgers and Marlins on this Wednesday afternoon. First pitch for Miami coming up at 1:40.
And now, before the Dodgers hit the diamond, we look at the pitching matchup.
Presented by your Southern California Toyota dealers. Work hard and play hard in a new Tacoma with an iForce turbocharged engine. It's a truck built for the bold. See your Toyota dealer today. They make it easy. Valente Beoso on the mound for the Marlins. 0-2 with the .497 ERA. 25-year-old right-hander out of Mexico. Second season in the big leagues, making his fourth start this season. He's been up and down from AAA to the big leagues. Last time out, 4 2/3 innings, 5 runs, 4 hits, 4 walks, in a loss to the A's. At home in 2 starts, 0-1 with a 6 ERA. Today's his first time facing the Dodgers. Also going back and forth from AAA to the big leagues this year, Landon Knack, 27-year-old right-hander over the last 2 years at the big league level, 4-5. He had 18 games, 14 starts with a .406 ERA, making his third start, fourth appearance this season at the big league level. Last appearance at the Dodgers on April 15th, when 4 1/3 innings against the Rockies, gave up 2 runs on 4 hits, 2 walks while striking out 2 in a no decision. He faced these Marlins Marlins last year, 5 scoreless innings, giving up 2 hits and striking out 7 in a win at Lone Depot Park last September. Landon Knack and Valente Belloso, the pitching matchup. Dodgers and Marlins were 15 minutes away from first pitch. Keys to the game are next. I'm Tim Cates, world champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
AM 570 LA Sports.
For over 35 years, Zenshi has been perfecting the art of handcrafted sushi. Each roll, a masterpiece, is made fresh daily with precision, passion, and a tradition you can taste. Now, experience Zenshi's legendary sushi conveniently located at your local supermarket. Perfect for when you need a quality meal on the go. Lunch, dinner, a ball game? Grab Zenshi handcrafted sushi and enjoy exceptional flavor in every bite. Zenshi handcrafted sushi, fast, fresh, and easy. Pick up today at Ralph's and other local supermarkets near the deli counter.
Your health is our priority at LA Care Health Plan. You may be eligible for free Medi-Cal coverage if you meet income requirements. Connect with us today to see if you qualify. We speak multiple languages including Spanish, Mandarin, Russian, and more, and are ready to help you.
Ford employs the most American auto workers in the U.S. They also assemble the most vehicles in the U.S. Ford's commitment to America is not a coincidence, but a proud choice. And Ford is showing everyone that commitment is more important than ever right now.
Ford is offering employee pricing on all Ford.
You pay what Ford employees pay.
Now is the time to get into that Ford you've been eyeing.
Take advantage of employee pricing while you can.
Ford.
From America, for America.
Say goodbye to ATM fees. Earn 1.5% APY with Premier Plus checking at Premier America Credit Union. Keep more cash in your pocket and enjoy everyday moments. Open your account today at PremierAmerica.com. Federally insured by NCUA. Terms and conditions apply.
Take me out to Morongo, where I can watch all the games, with thousands of slot machines and blackjack and big screen TVs from the front to the back. So just grab a seat at the sideline. You won't miss a play when you go, 'cause the good times are only right here at Morongo.
This is Morongo Casino. Dodgers on deck. On your home for the Blue all season long.
Dodgers Marlins, Landon Knack on the mound. First pitch coming up at 1:40. Ready to live that Zenshi suite life? Here's your shot at an unforgettable night in Los Angeles with 2 premium suite tickets to a game later on this month, complete with gourmet food, drinks, preferred parking to the game. It's luxury and exclusive, and it's all just one scan away. All you got to do is head to any participating Rouse grocery store, find the Zenshi counter right next to the deli counter, and when you see the QR code there, scan it. Fill in your information, enter for your chance to win this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Go to the Zenshi counter, scan the QR code at any participating Rouse grocery store. Details at am570lasports.com. Zenshi Sushi, fast, fresh, and easy. All right, let's head back out to the booth. Final time before first pitch. Tim Neverett, Rick Monday, guys.
Tim, thanks again. Getting ready for the first pitch. Dodgers and Marlins. Dodgers 24-12. Marlins 14-21. Landon Knack against Valente Belloso. That's the pitching matchup. And when you look at Landon Knack at the big league level and even at AAA, he's been pretty good.
Yeah, then he came back on the 15th. Pitches. And for Landon Knack, I think the biggest thing is throw strikes, use that fastball, set everything up, the breaking stuff on top of it. And the Dodgers, as we talked a little bit earlier tonight, for the hitters, you've got to stay back, and they've got a starter going for the Marlins that is not a high velocity fastball guy, but he will change speeds and move the ball around.
So Belloso against Knack. It's the Dodgers and the Marlins. Game number 3 from Lone Depot Park on a gorgeous afternoon in South Florida with the roof open. Rare that it's open, Tim.
Yeah, it is. Dodgers and Marlins final this 3-game set. Dodgers need a little length out of Landon Knack today. After the game is over, I'll be back with post-game and Dodger talk as the Dodgers will pack up and continue a road trip starting in Atlanta, now in Miami, and heading to the desert of Phoenix for a 4-game set tomorrow, starting against the Diamondbacks. First things first, Dodgers looking to get the series win in Miami. First pitch is next. Enjoy it. I'm Tim Cates, the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
That's it! It's a World Series win for LA! again, my friend.
World Series champion Los Angeles Dodgers.
This is just the beginning of this team's title window.
Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way.
This has been Morongo Casino. Dodgers on deck on the world champion Dodgers Audio Network.
You either with me or against me, though.
Living out their dream. They've added even more.
Now we go for 2 in a row.
Win, 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 win. Yeah. Curve everything else. Win, 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 win.
In the backyard and dreaming about this moment.
Start chasing that chip. Stop. Win, 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 win.
This has been Morongo Casino. Dodgers on deck. The MVP for fun, food, and good times. Dodgers baseball is brought to you by Superior Grocers.
Quality, variety, and value.
Shakey's Pizza.
Get more meal for deal at Shakey's.com.
And by Estrella Jalisco.
Back-to-back home runs in the bottom of the ninth.
First pitch is just moments away on your home of the world champion LA Dodgers. The home of the world champion LA Dodgers. KLAC KYSR HD2 Los Angeles. Make us a preset on the free iHeartRadio app.
National League West Division champion.
10,000 hours.
There's still more steps to take.
Get to stepping.
So go ahead, give us the flowers.
Just getting started.
Gotta know by now it's way more than luck.
This team has continued to pour resources into the roster.
All eyes on us.
Welcome to world champion LA Dodgers baseball.
Always remember what it felt like to be part of the best damn baseball team in the world.
In the world.
Zoom in, zoom out, zoom up.
They wear the crown.
All eyes on us.
Dodgers baseball is brought to you by Budweiser.
This Bud's for you.
Galpin Motors.
Family owned and operated since 1946.
LA County Public Works.
Recycling beverage containers is a triple play.
Children's Hospital LA.
From colds to cancer, we got this.
Coffee Hot Dogs.
A SoCal treasure. Local, original, great.
And by Daniel's Jewelers.
Making diamond dreams come true since 1948.
Stick around because first pitch is next. Right here on the world champion LA Dodgers Audio Network. Play ball!
Hello, this is Jan at Toyota.
Hi, Jan. Is now a good time to get a new Toyota for summer?
It is. We like to say your summer starts here at your Toyota dealer.
Yeah, I'm a pet sitter and business is way up as people enjoy their new Toyotas.
Your summer starts here.
Oh, that's the Walker's pet parrot, Mr. Knowles.
That's me.
They packed up their new Corolla and took a trip to a national park.
Well, through June 2nd, everyone can join in on the summer fun with a great selection of Camrys, 4Runners, and more.
Yeah, the Johnsons strapped a canoe onto their new Grand Highlander and went out to the lake.
Shh, quiet, Lou.
And Mark and Sarah loaded their gear into their Tundra and went scuba diving. Oh, no, stop. Sebastian, Goldie is not dinner.
Fish for dinner.
No, stop.
This is bad.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Good luck.
Your summer starts here.
That's right, Mr. Knowles. Summer starts here at your Toyota dealer with a new Toyota. But it all ends June 2nd. Dealer inventory may vary. See your participating Toyota dealer for details.
Toyota, let's go places.
Hi, I'm Kike Hernandez. Winning a world championship is incredible, but nothing beats being a dad to my 4-year-old daughter, Penelope. Making sure she has a strong, healthy start means being present, playing, and staying patient, even when it feels challenging. First 5 California is my go-to for tips and supporting her growth and well-being, so she can thrive no matter what challenges come her way. Learn more at first5california.com.
Hey, it's David Vassay. Now is the time to make sure your home is primed for the season with heating products by Navien. We know Navien tankless water heaters gives us endless hot water and big savings. Navien also makes high-efficiency products that deliver comfort in the form of heat to every corner of your home. Now Navien is taking comfort to the next level by introducing a hydro furnace that provides even high-efficiency forced air heat powered by the same proven technology as their water heating products. Visit NavienInc.com/Dodgers.
Dodger season is here, and game days are not game days without Tito's Handmade Vodka, proud sponsor of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Time to hit the stands with a Tito's cocktail in hand. Order a smooth Tito's cocktail, rock that blue and white, and root for the home team with your favorite team spirit. Tito's Handmade Vodka, proud sponsor of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Distilled and bottled in Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume, namely 80 proof. Crafted to be savored responsibly.
Hi, everybody, and a very pleasant good evening to you wherever you may be.
He was the voice of the Dodgers for an incredible 67 years, capturing the hearts of fans and calling the game like no one else. Join us at Dodger Stadium for Vin Scully Bobblehead Night, presented by 76 on Monday, May 19th versus the Arizona Diamondbacks. The first 40,000 fans will take home a unique bobble commemorating Vin Scully's legendary announcer career. For tickets and information, visit Dodgers.com/promotions.
When it's game on, it's time for Shakey's Pizza, Chicken, and Mojo's. The triple play of flavor. With meal deal packages to feed any size group. Everyone loves Shakey's classic thin crust pizza, golden fried chicken, and crispy Mojo potatoes. Get it to go at Shakey's.com or watch the game at your local Shakey's with an ice cold pitcher of beer, piping hot pizza, and a mountain of Mojos. Share the good times at Shakey's today.
Did you know that California offers various programs and services to support older adults, adults with disabilities, and family caregivers? From health insurance counseling to caregiver support and information on elder abuse, the Aging Resource Guide has it all. And let's not forget about the Friendship Line, available 24/7 for those who may need a friendly conversation. Dive into the Aging Resource Guide today at aging.ca.gov and discover the support you need. Because together, we can ensure every older adult in California gets the help they deserve.
Fans expect to in every season, but imagine winning the championship 29 seasons in a row. Galpin Ford did that, being the #1 volume Ford dealer in the world for 29 years. Led by the Bachman family, is the largest family-owned and operated dealer group in Southern California. Galpin has been part of the community since 1946, offering great deals, great service with great people. In addition to Ford, Galpin's winning heritage includes Mazda, Honda, Volkswagen, Porsche, Land Rover, Aston Martin, Jaguar, Lincoln, Volvo, Polestar, and Lowe's. Be a part of the Galpin story. It starts at Galpin.com.
Let's go to the Galpin Motors broadcast booth.
And now your voices of the LA Dodgers.
Rick Monday and Tim Neverett.
Live from Lone Depot Park in Miami. It's the final game of a 3-game series. The Dodgers trying to make it 2 out of 3. They dropped a 10-inning decision last night by a score of 5-4. And they call upon the services of Landon Knack to make the start here in Miami in the final game. Hi, everybody. Rick Monday alongside Tim Neverett and with producer engineer Dwayne McDonald as we get set to go. The Marlins have taken the field. The roof is open here in Miami. Bright sunshine. The rain has disappeared. And for the Dodgers, in search of their 25th victory of the season, they start today a half game in front of San Diego in the Western Division, a game and a half in front of San Francisco. Arizona 5 out. And the Rockies are 17 out. Of course, the Dodgers talking about Arizona, the Diamondbacks. They'll be in the Valley of the Sun tomorrow. But first things first, here's Dave Roberts' starting lineup tonight. The Dodgers will have Shohei Ohtani, the designated hitter. He'll lead it off. Mookie Betts back in the lineup at shortstop. Freddie Freeman is at first base. Andy Pages, who's been swinging a hot bat, is moved to the cleanup spot. Pages is in right field. Max Muncy at third. In left is Michael Conforto. Kike Hernandez is at second base. Hae-Sung Kim starting in center field in this ball game. And Austin Barnes behind the plate and doing the catching. For Landon Knack, last pitch in a Dodger uniform at the big league level on the 15th of April. That was at Dodger Stadium against the Rockies, where he went 4 1/3, allowed just 2 runs, only 4 hits in that ball game. So for Knack getting the starting job, and for the Marlins in search of their 14th, make that 15th win of the season. The umpiring assignments, Ryan Honora will work the plate. He'll call the balls and strikes. Mike Estabrook is at first. Laz Diaz umpiring at second. And Eric Bacchus is over at third. Dodgers trying to make it a happy flight to the Valley of the Sun. Trying to make it 2 out of 3 in Miami. Happy to have you with us. I'm going to play. Here's Tim.
Thank you, Mo, as Shohei Ohtani steps in, getting ready to face Valente Belloso. And Belloso, the right-hander, lost his last start to the Athletics. Not a high-velocity guy whatsoever. 5-pitch mix as he winds and deals the first one to Ohtani, and that misses for ball 1. Game began at 4:01 degrees. The roof is open. Today's time and temp brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. 1-0 pitch to Shohei is a strike called. Dodgers in their traveling road grays, Los Angeles across the chest. Marlins in their home whites, Miami across the chest, the black caps. As Bayoso looks in at the target. Now winds and delivers. And Ohtani takes up high. 2 balls and 1 strike. Well, Bayoso, 25 years of age. He is from Mexicali, Mexico. Was traded from the Houston organization last April, a little over a year ago. The pitch. And that's inside low, 3-1. In fact, who he was traded for used to be a Dodger prospect, Jacob Amaya, who was with the Marlins, now with the Astros organization. And he came up in September. All was lost at that point for the Marlins, and he made 5 starts to make his big league debut. 3-1 pitch to Shohei Ohtani. And he'll take ball 4 up and away. Bayoso, with the exception of 1 pitch, wasn't even close on the other 4.
We just wonder if Bayoso is going to possibly try to mimic what Cal Quantrill did for the Marlins last night. Quantrill, again, not a hard thrower, but he used the cut fastball to perfection. And he held the Dodgers relatively quiet from an offensive standpoint.
So Betts is up now, 264. Mookie with the day predominantly off yesterday. He did pinch hit once. But back in there at shortstop this afternoon. The pitch. And that is in for a strike. With the roof open, the shadows cover the entire infield. And right field is in the shadows. Center field and left field in the sun. But it's nice to see the roof open here. You don't see it very often when you come in as a visitor. Stretch, and Bayoso's pitch to Betts. He pops this one up back behind the plate, foul, and that'll make the seats just barely.
Well, low line drives may be problematic here in the early goings for left fielders. For center field, if they're going over into right center, that might also be a problem.
Could be a problem for the broadcaster on foul balls back of the plate, too. Once that ball got out of the shade, I lost it for a little bit and saw it again. Now we're ready.
I had you covered.
No. Here comes an 0-2 pitch from Bayoso to Mookie Betts. They'll throw to first instead. And diving back is Ohtani.
We say Bayoso is not a hard thrower. He has averaged 89.5. And again, the average velocity at the major league level right now is at 93.
0-2. The stretch. Pause. And now the pitch. And Mookie strikes out. He got a sweeper down and away. And there's 1 out.
Yeah. It's also problematic for hitters. I talked about this a little bit on the pregame show with David Bassett. So you're in the shadows at home plate. Everything else, as you mentioned, is in the shadows. But the background that the hitters are looking at to try and pick up the baseball is in bright sunshine in center. So in essence, all you're seeing is the shadow of a baseball.
Freddie Freeman with Ohtani at first, and 1 out. Throw to first. Ohtani dives back.
And what's the big deal with only the shadow of the baseball? It's difficult to pick up the seams, difficult to see the rotation of a baseball right now. The lights, well, it's not dark enough for the lights to take effect at all yet.
Stretch by Bayoso. And the Marlin right-hander delivers home. There goes Ohtani. That pitch was way up and away, and Ohtani called out at second base. Looked like the tag from Xavier Edwards was high. Ohtani hasn't really moved yet. The Dodgers going to decide whether or not to look at it. And again, we're in the top of the first, so they may not, and they're not going to. So Ohtani will get thrown out. Just the second time this season. Like his lead leg came up off the bag, and that may have been the big issue. Yeah, his foot came off the bag, and Edwards had the tag on him as it did, so he was out. 2 men out. Caught stealing 2-6. Freddie Freeman with a 1-ball, 1-strike count on him. Freeman hitting 500, 9 for 18 against the Marlins this year. He has really torn up the Marlins, and he did so when he was with the Braves and playing the Marlins more regularly in the National League East. But 9 for 18, 2 doubles, 3 home runs. He's homered in each of the first 2 games of this series, driving in 7. 2-1 pitch, and that is inside.
Oddly enough, it's Freddie Freeman who has benefited from hard throwers. And the reason is he started this series hitting at .412 against fastballs 95 plus. Well, he's not going to see that from the starter of the Marlins tonight.
3-ball, 1-strike pitch from Belloso. And Freddie wraps it into center field. That's going to get down for a 1-hop base hit. Dane Myers, the center fielder, grabbed it and got it back in, and Freddie Freeman extends his hitting streak to 12 straight games.
And Freeman said it doesn't matter the velocity. If you can hit, you can hit.
In the cleanup spot today, Andy Pages. Pages, in his 10 games against Miami in his career, hitting .333 with 4 extra base hits and 7 runs batted in. No score, top of the first, 1 on, 2 out. Pitch to Pages, a cut and a miss at a sweeper that hung over the middle. Well, that's the kind of pitch that Andy might have a nightmare about tonight, because it had a big sign on it that said "hit me," and it was right down the middle, and he missed. Here comes the 0-1, and a swing and a miss. Same pitch, a little bit out. 0-2 to Pages. The 5-pitch mix for Belloso is fastball, 4-seamer, a cut fastball. He'll throw a change, a curve, and we've seen the sweeper the last 2 pitches. Pages .274 on the season with 6 home runs and 14 runs batted in. So Belloso throws the ball out. What could that mean? I know you have a theory.
Well, he's got back-to-back breaking pitches. I've always felt if a guy's doing, you can't look for breaking ball here, but there's a reason he didn't like the baseball. I figure it's the seams.
0-2 pitch to Pages. And Andy looks at a fastball up. And that's one of the harder fastballs that Belloso can throw. He was almost 93. And he hasn't been up there in a while. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Freddie leads at first. Pitch to Pages. He swings at a sweeper and strikes out. The sweeper gave Andy the problems. 2 strikeouts, both on the sweeper that inning. Dodgers come up empty in the top of the first. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left, and no Marlins errors. Half inning done in Miami. It's the Dodgers 0, Marlins coming to bat.
Hey, Dodger fans. In the game of life, with its home runs, curveballs, and strikes, the LA...
Break It's Never Ordinary at Bet365. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Arizona. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT-STEP to 53342. T&Cs apply.
When you shop Safeway.com or in the app, you'll get the same prices, deals, and rewards as in-store. Shop our wild-caught lobster tail for $4.97 each when you click the deal in our app or online. Then score 2-pound packs of fresh strawberries for just $2.99 each. These offers change each week, so don't miss out. Download the app for your deals today. Shop Safeway in-store or online at Safeway.com.
At Designer Shoe Warehouse, we believe that shoes are an important part of, well, everything.
From first steps to first dates, from all-nighters to all-time personal bests.
From building pillow forts to building a life.
For all the big and small moments that make up your whole world, DSW is there. And we've got just the shoes. Find a shoe for every you from brands you love at brag-worthy prices at your DSW store or DSW.com.
Guess who said the following?
This moment is great. I mean, I have to thank God first, my family, my wife, my kids, parents, the organization, the fans.
That's Mariano Rivera after he became the all-time.
Top of the second inning, no score. Max Muncy to lead off. Michael Conforto and Kike Hernandez to follow against Valente Belloso. Belloso winds his pitch in for a strike call to Max. Top of the second, brought to you by Budweiser. This Bud's for you. Max at 176, still sitting on that one home run on the season. And every day you say it, we've seen his track record. We know what the back of his baseball card says. You're just waiting for him to start bunching a few more home runs together. 1 ball, 1 strike to Muncy. Left-handed batter waits. Now the pitch. And it's inside and low, 2-1.
When the home runs start coming, they're going to come in bunches.
Belloso out of the full line. Edwards, the shortstop, playing up the middle, slightly to the left of second base. And the pitch. Low and in, 3-1. Third baseman Graham Pauley way off the bag. He's basically at the shortstop position. On the right side of the infield playing deep, so now the second baseman. And Wagaman, the first baseman. Pitch. And Max swings, hits a high drive to right. Over near the corner, racing after it is Jesus Sanchez, and in the corner in fair territory, he makes the catch for the out. Max hit it a long way, got it to the warning track, but that was all. And it's a long out for the first out of the second. Michael Conforto, another guy who's hoping to pick things up, sitting at 142. So the way this batting order is today, the Dodgers have 3 straight hitters on the interstate. You got Muncy at 176, Conforto 142, Kike Hernandez, who's on deck, at 179. First pitch to Conforto is a ball, a little bit low. 1 ball, no strikes. Belloso eyes his target and delivers inside, 2-0.
Conforto, just watching him, to me, he's still trying to find the groove in the swing. Trying to find his way out. It's just 2 hits in the last 42 at bats.
2-0 pitch. Conforto swings and he hits a high fly ball deep right center field. Sanchez back out of the shadows and into the sunshine, right on the edge of the warning track, makes the catch for out number 2. So 2 long fly ball outs to right by the first 2 hitters this inning from the Dodgers.
And Tim, those are 2 fly balls that both Muncy and Conforto just missed. Hitting it cleanly and hitting both of those out of the ballpark.
Well, so far in limited duty, Belloso has allowed just 1 home run, and it did come to a left-handed batter. Righties have not hit a home run against him yet. 2 outs, base is empty. Kike Hernandez takes a strike. Right-handed batter was initially penciled in the lineup in center field today, and Haesung Kim was going to play second base, and then Dave Roberts decided to make the change. He wanted to see Kim out in center field today. That's what they did. This ball's popped up right side, foul ground, right by the first base dugout. Wagaman on the track makes the catch. And 3 up, 3 down for the Dodgers in the top of the second inning. Through an inning and a half, Dodgers nothing, Marlins nothing.
This is AM 570 LA Sports.
Take your fun higher at
Calling all baseball fans. Want to help shape the game you love? Then it's time to step up to the plate because Major League Baseball wants to hear from fans like you. Join MLB's Fans at Bat community and share your thoughts and opinions on topics such as new game rules, in-stadium experiences, and upcoming MLB content. Plus, learn how your feedback helps shape the future of baseball. Raise your voice and show your passion. Sign up today at MLB.com/fansatbat. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
Off Base is coming in a brand new format. Join Lauren Gardner and Xavier Scruggs as they explore all the baseball buzz across social media, pop culture, and around the majors. The Off Base Podcast, Sundays at 11 a.m. Eastern, only on MLB Network. The MLB Network Podcast is here. Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from on and off the field. The MLB Network Podcast, presented by New Balance, Sundays at 11:30 Eastern.
You're one of the most serious players on the team, Capricorn. But sometimes you need to let your stoic facade down and let yourself have fun. You think that you won't make it to the World Series if you goof off. but you can still maximize your performance while enjoying a playful moment on the field. You could end up going viral and ascend your rising star.
Bottom of the second inning, Jesus Sanchez, left-handed hitting right fielder, leads off against Landon Knack in the Miami second. Sanchez, the hero last night, as he hit the walk-off single right up the middle in the 10th inning. Through a 5-man infield, the Dodgers brought an outfielder in to play in the infield to try to cut down as much space as they could, but it didn't matter. He found the open hole. And the Marlins walked off for the 5th time this year and got their first win against the Dodgers. 1 ball, 1 strike to Sanchez. Knack steps back. He kicks and fires. Jammed him. Ball popped up behind the plate. Austin Barnes racing back to the screen, but it's out of play. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers audio network.
The home of the world champion LA Dodgers. KLAC KYSR HD2 Los Angeles. Make us a preset on the free iHeartRadio app.
A ball and 2 strikes to Sanchez. Again, Knack's pitch. Breaking ball hit on the ground, first base side. Freddie Freeman's got it. Underhand toss to Knack covering. And there is 1 away for the Marlins in the bottom of the second. Work hard and play hard in the new Tacoma with an iForce turbocharged engine. It's a truck built for the Bulls. See your Toyota dealer today. They make it easy. Agustin Ramirez behind the plate today. He was the DH yesterday. Ramirez hitting .265 with 4 home runs. And Knack's pitch to him is snapped in for a strike. Again, for Landon Knack, the job today, obviously, play the role of run preventer, but try to go deep in this if you can, because the bullpen is taxed and needs a break. Strike 2 delivered.
You know, I heard for the first time, a number of years ago, that term run preventer.
0-2 pitch. That's why I said it.
Wouldn't that put every pitcher into the category? Run preventer. Is that not the structure of the job?
Well, some new pitching nomenclature came into play right here in the Sunshine State, but across the state and a little north in Tampa. There's a hot shot to the right side of the infield past Kike out into right center for a base hit. And the first hit for the Marlins belongs to Ramirez. 1 on and 1 out. But it was the Tampa Bay Rays that came up with all of the nomenclature regarding a new way to handle pitchers. The opener, then there was the bulk innings guy, then there was the run preventer. Am I missing one?
No.
The closer, obviously.
Yeah.
But there was
but I think you can look at all of them. It should be run preventer, especially if you're looking at the closer. The bulk guy has just changed the nomenclature. It used to be the long man.
Right. Swing and a miss. Matt Mervis, left-handed hitter. But isn't everybody with a glove on their hand a run preventer?
Hopefully.
Maybe they should have taken an extra 5 minutes and thought of another name for that. There's another swing and a miss. High fastball. 0-2 to Mervis. And he calls time, asks for it. Brian O'Nora gives it to him. I thought I'd bring up run preventer sooner or later because I know how much you enjoy that term.
When you bring that up, it's like somebody hitting me with a cattle prod.
There comes an 0-2 as Knack gets settled with his glove up by his letters. He's leaning over back toward first. Now straightens up and comes home. Strike 3 call. Got him with a fastball inside corner just above the knees. Strikeout number 2 for Knack. And his first one on a fastball.
And Mervis has a few sweet nothings that he whispered to Brian O'Nora, the home plate umpire. He didn't just walk across the plate to the third base dugout. He walked behind the plate to get a little bit closer to O'Nora.
2 outs, 1 on. Dane Myers, the center fielder, standing in from the right side. Infield back, outfield pretty much straight up for Myers. Center fielder Kim still in the sun and using his glove in between pitches to shade the sun from his eyes. Left field is also a sun field for Conforto. Roof is open here in Miami. 1-0 in for a strike. This is the 15th time, believe it or not, this season they've had the roof open. And it's far more times than they've had in the past by this time of the season. And they're trying to do it more this time of year if they can. And honestly, they could have each of the last 2 nights too, but they didn't. 1-1 pitch. Swinging a ground ball hit towards short, charging his bats. He's got it, gloves, throws, and Myers is out. 6-3 goes the putout. No runs, a hit, 1 left, no Dodger errors. And after 2 full innings in Miami, it's the Dodgers nothing, Marlins nothing.
It's never ordinary at Bet365. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Arizona. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT STEP to 53342. T&Cs apply.
All the big hits.
At the wall, gone! No doubt about it!
All the great grabs.
Oh, wow! You gotta be kidding me! Put a cape on him!
And all the swagger.
And he does it in grand fashion!
Relive the day's biggest plays all in one lightning-fast hour.
Oh, my goodness! What a show! You better believe it!
Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings, only on MLB Network.
It's time to step up to the plate to see if you can guess which baseball player or manager said the following.
It was a big moment for us, you know. We had to win 3 games. If we knew we had to win 3 games, we were going to have a real chance at winning this thing. And we came back here 2 games, down 2 games, and we were able to accomplish what we had to accomplish.
That's Ozzie Smith after his walk-off home run in Game 5 of the 1985 NLCS. Catch the next great moment on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Top of the 3rd inning here in Miami. Sung Kim will lead off, the center fielder today. Left-handed batter starting his 3rd straight game. They also deals him high ball 1. In on the grass at 3rd, Graham Pauley is in on the synthetic grass. Just in case Kim would lay one down. He's got the speed to beat one out if he would put a bunt down. Pitch. And that's on the inside corner for a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Kim. Kim so far 3 for 8 as a big leaguer. 1 ball, 1 strike offer from Belloso. And Kim hits it on the ground at first. Backhanding his Wagaman. He'll run to the bag and beat Kim there for the out. 1 away.
Well, friends, you can shop the new Dodgers World Series Champion Gold Collection at MLBshop.com. That's right. It's embellished with gold accents and scripts, and get the gear that celebrates the glory of last year's journey.
What a journey it was. Austin Barnes batting 9th. Shohei Ohtani out on deck. 1 out. The pitch in for a strike. Started him with a sweeper. A lot of daytime activity in baseball today. 4 games have already gone final. Currently the Mets are in Arizona playing the Diamondbacks. Bottom of the 6th. The solo home run by Juan Soto. His 6th of the year. Has the Mets up 1-0. And the pitch missing high to Barnes. 1 ball, 1 strike. Athletics at home. In their temporary home. Leading the Mariners 5-1. Lawrence Butler for the Athletics has his 6th home run of the season. Pitch outside to Barnes. Everything else so far today has gone final. The Guardians beating the Nationals 8-6. Jeremy Pena homered for the Astros today. They beat the Brewers 9-1 in Milwaukee. 2-1 is low. It's now 3-1 to Austin Barnes. Eric Haas, the second home run for the Brewers, accounting for their only run in that game. Cardinals blank the Pirates 5-0 in St. Louis. Strike call to Barnes. And the Giants beat the Cubs 3-1. The Giants now 24-14. They have matched the Dodgers win total, but still back in the loss column. And the Cubs dropped to 22-16. 3-2 pitch. Barnes reaches for a sweeper. He was way out in front. He strikes out. That's the third strikeout for Belloso today, and the second one on the sweeper. Third one on the sweeper. Beg your pardon.
Well, does he stay with the same plan? He's shown the breaking ball, then he's come in with the the fastball. He's had good location inside and outside, and then come back with breaking balls.
Ohtani walked his first time up, caught stealing. Ohtani has homered in each of the first two games here. And he takes a strike. That's up in the zone. A cutter at 87. Nothing and one. Here's the pitch. That's outside. Trying to think of another right-hander that throws the ball or threw the ball around 89 miles an hour all the time, but did stuff with it. Now, the only name I can come up with was Bartolo Colon, because he had, at one point in his career, he did have velocity, but late in his career he didn't. And he would cut the ball and spin the ball and do all kinds of things, and he ended up getting a lot of outs without much velocity. Now a little meeting on the mound between pitcher and catcher for Miami. The mound visit brought to you by Jacoby and Myers, because everyone deserves justice. Anybody else come to mind?
Catfish Hunter. Who could be? He would be in the low 90s. But I remember Catfish saying one day, he says, I must be an easy 0 for 3. Because there's some guys that are fighting in the bat rack that come on and bat against me.
There's a 1-1 now to Ohtani. Way up high. 2-1. Well, he wasn't an easy anything.
No. He was easy to like.
2 outs, base is empty. 2-1 pitch. Ohtani takes up high again. Three and 1. Mookie Betts on deck. No score here. We're in the third. As Ohtani waits for the 3-1 pitch. Here it comes. And he takes a high strike. 3-2 to Ohtani. He wants time. Brian O'Nora, the home plate umpire, goes over near him. Ohtani customarily with 2 strikes will always ask for his timeout. You see this all the time. That's the first time I've seen the home plate umpire walk over there with him. Now ready to go. Belloso looking in at the target and deals the payoff pitch. And Ohtani swings hard, fouls it back. That was not much of a 2-strike approach there. He was swinging for the upper deck again. Again, the 3-2. And Ohtani takes ball 4. He's walked twice. That pitch just outside and a little low.
That's one area that people overlook Ohtani, and that is his knowledge of the strike zone. Everybody says, well, he hits the ball far, he hits it hard. Yes, and you're correct. He also has a very good idea of what he's doing at home plate.
Mookie Betts struck out on a sweeper first time up. Ohtani was caught stealing in the first inning. And a strike called. And you'd think with 2 outs, still might have an opportunity to go here should he want to. Part of the reason he was called out was because his lead leg, his right lead foot, popped up off the bag. And Xavier Edwards, the shortstop, still had the tag on it. Mookie swings and he hits a pop-up third base side. Graham Pauley calling for it on the infield clay. He'll make the catch. And the Dodgers are done in the top of the third. No runs, no hits, one left. And at the end of 2.5, it's the Dodgers nothing, Marlins nothing.
AM5.
Breaking news ordinary at Bet365. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Arizona. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT-STEP to 53342. T&Cs apply.
When you shop Safeway.com or in the app, you'll get the same prices, deals, and rewards as in-store. Shop our wild-caught lobster tail for $4.97 each when you click the deal in our app or online. Then score 2-pound packs of fresh strawberries for just $2.99 each. These offers change each week, so don't miss out. Download the app for your deals today. Shop Safeway in-store or online at Safeway.com.
Looking for a rewarding career where you can make a difference? Sierra Vista Unified School District is hiring. As an A-rated pre-K through 12th grade district, we've been proudly serving our community for over 60 years, and we want you to be a part of our team. From teaching to support staff, every role helps shape the future of our students. Competitive pay, great benefits, and a supportive work environment. Because when you succeed, our students do too. Join us today. Apply now at svusd68.org/careers. Sierra Vista Unified, where your career makes an impact.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means?
Pitch of the game, a breaking ball pounded foul behind Stowers for strike one. Stowers struck out on a changeup in the first inning. Eric Wagaman on deck and Jesus Sanchez to follow. Nothing in one pitch. That is up and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. We had a visitor in the booth a short time ago, guy we just saw on Sunday in Atlanta. But, if you watch the games on Sunday night on ESPN, you know him. There's a ground ball into the Dodger dugout foul. But Eduardo Perez came by to say hello. Pay his respects to Mr. Monday.
We asked him to pay his respect to his dad, Tony.
1-2 pitch. He says he sees him every day. Lives here in Miami, and saw Eddie down just outside the dugout today, almost on the field. He was down in the Dodger clubhouse.
Tony, we're happy to report, just had a knee replacement done, doing very well. Boy, what a hitter. What a man.
2-2, wave and a miss, and Stowers out on another changeup. Strikeout number 4 for Landon Knack.
Knack has, not to be playing words, has a knack to throw the good changeup because he does not tip it off. It's the same delivery, the same arm speed. It just comes out of his hand differently. It's on the bus, one of the buses coming from the hotel to the ballpark today, and Landon Knack sat in the back, quiet, didn't say a word the entire way, already thinking about the game.
Wagaman swings at the first pitch, hits it to center field, drifting back. Still in the shadows is the center fielder, Ha-Sung Kim, and he'll make the catch for out number 2.
I think they're right at the top of the agenda that Knack has been able to fill so far to this point. Throw strikes, challenge hitters. He's mixed up the variety of pitches very well.
Keep on going. Just 50 pitches to this point in the game. He's got 2 outs in the 4th. Jesus Sanchez up. First pitch high, ball 1.
Well, you know, a heavily worked bullpen is saying, attaboy.
And the Dodgers starters know that they've got to go deeper. There's a ground ball, a hit to the right of the mound. Fielding his Knack, underhand toss to first, and he's retired the side in order for the second straight inning. That's 8 in a row set down since he gave up his only single to Ramirez in the second inning. So Knack.
Looking for a rewarding career where you can make a difference? Sierra Vista Unified School District is hiring. As an A-rated pre-K through 12th grade district, we've been proudly serving our community for over 60 years, and we want you to be a part of our team. From teaching to support staff, every role helps shape the future of our students. Competitive pay, great benefits, and a supportive work environment. Because when you succeed, our students do too. Join us today. Apply now at svusd68.org/careers. Sierra Vista Unified, where your career makes an impact.
take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
You're one of the most serious players on the team, Capricorn, but sometimes you need to let your stoic facade down and let yourself have fun. You think that you won't make it to the World Series if you goof off, but you can still maximize your performance while enjoying a playful moment on the field. You could end up going viral and ascend your rising star.
San Manuel is now Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel. Find out more at Yamava.com.
Well, score top of the 5th inning. Michael Conforto to lead off, followed by Kike Hernandez and Ha-Seong Kim. Belloso rips in a strike. 0-1. Conforto flying out deep to right center in the 2nd inning. He's 0 for 1. Took an 0 for 3 in last night's game with a walk. In game 1, he went 1 for 4. 2 strikes on him now. Is that one right down the middle? Fastball at 91. Conforto calls time.
I watched Belloso after he finished up the last inning. He walked from one end of the dugout to the other end, and giving high fives to any and everybody.
Well, he has done a very good job so far. Deals low to Conforto, 1-2.
I mean, he's giving it to coaches, to teammates, to trainers, photographers.
One-two to Conforto. He swings and strikes out, a splitter. 5th strikeout for Belloso. Nobody on the current Dodger roster has faced him before. Sometimes it might take you 1 or 2 looks at him before you feel a little bit more comfortable, no matter who you are. Now Kike will take low.
Well, this is a section of the Dodger lineup that has not really been productive on a consistent basis at all. 6, 7, 8, and 9 in the lineup.
1 ball, no strike pitch. Kike takes a strike. Well, the shadows of the open roof now covering center field and most of left field. Left field still has some sun, but won't be too long before the entire field will be in shade. 1 out in the 1-1. Swung on, popped up foul and out of play off to our right.
Yeah, from a hitter standpoint, I think contributing the fact that each side had just 1 hit is reiterate those for joining us late. You're really seeing the shadow of a baseball because the hitters are looking out. The background is still in bright sunshine.
The line to kick, the 1-2. Strike 3 called, a fastball down the middle, and Kike locked up and he strikes out. 6 strikeouts for Belloso. And now it's Kim at the plate, and Kim will take one up and in for ball 1.
Just trying to make sure he does not bunt. Shorten up in on the artificial turf. In the infield's third base is Paulie.
Season high, I'm guessing a career high too for Belloso with the 6 strikeouts. Remember, he just had 5 big league starts at the end of the year last year. 1 ball, 1 strike to Kim. Kim is 0 for 1. He grounded out to the first baseman, Eric Wagaman. in the third inning. No score here in the fifth. And Kim slices one foul over by the Marlin dugout. Ball and 2 strikes to Kim. And Kim should get plenty of playing time in Arizona, too. 4 games there coming up starting tomorrow night as we get back on Pacific time. Tommy Edman not going to come off the IL yet. Maybe not until after the off day Monday. That's what we're hearing from the manager at this point. Also, we are told that on Friday, day after tomorrow, Blake Snell and Tyler Glasnow will begin to play catch, throw the baseball a little bit again. Snell is on the trip, Glasnow is not. 1-2 is sliced foul down the third base side. That'll get up into the seats. Ball and 2 strikes to Ha-Seong Kim.
Blake Snell was not even at the ballpark yesterday or last night. He was sick as a dog.
Two outs, the 1-2. And that's low. Speaking of dogs, I met a great dog today. A service dog who was not working, so I was allowed to pet him because you can't pet the working dogs. His name was Atlas, and he is an Iraqi war veteran dog. Served 2 years in Iraq as a working dog.
Saved a lot of lives.
Yep. And he's here at the park today. Got a chance to meet him. Spent some time with him. 2-2. This one's ripped to center field. And going back on it is Dane Myers, rather. And Myers makes the catch over his shoulder to retire Kim. Dodgers for the second straight inning gone in order. Head to the bottom of the fifth at Lone Depot.
Ordinary at Bet365. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Arizona. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT-STEP to 53342. T&Cs apply.
When you shop Safeway.com or in the app, you'll get the same prices, deals, and rewards as in-store. Shop our wild-caught lobster tail for $4.97 each when you clip the deal in our app or online. Then score 2-pound packs of fresh strawberries for just $2.99 each. These offers change each week, so don't miss out. Download the app for your deals today. Shop Safeway in-store or online at Safeway.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I'm truly humbled to stand here before you in Cooperstown with 2 men that pitched for me and 2 managers that made my life as a manager so
disseminated without the express written consent of the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Bottom half of the 5th inning, and there's no score still. Landon Knack will face Augustin Ramirez, Matt Mervis, and Dane Myers. And the right-hander winds and fires. First ball swinging, hit in the air to center. Late jump for Kim. He had a bad jump on it. It's over his head. Plays it off the wall, and Myers is going to be in with a double. I don't know if Kim saw the ball off the bat, but he had an extremely late jump on it.
Yeah, I mean, he was, he was about 2 seconds before he even moved at all. So what should have been an out to open up the inning turns into a double.
You know, initially today he was penciled in at second base and Kike Hernandez was going to start in center. But a change of heart in the Dodger clubhouse. They said, no, let's flip him and put Kim in center and Kike at second. That's the way it is. So a runner in scoring position, nobody out. And Matt Mervis, the designated hitter, up from the left side. Pitch to Mervis. He fouls it off, strike 1.
First runner we've seen at second base in the ball game today.
Mervis struck out looking on a fastball in the second inning. He goes over to the on-deck circle to put some more pine tar, but he's got the pine tar stick.
He's got to get a new bat because the one that he just fouled that ball on exploded. The bat boy and the first base coach They picked up about 4 or 5 different pieces of that lumber.
No balls and 1 strike to Mervis. Ramirez, who is 2 for 2, leading at second base. And Mervis fouls this one back. In fact, but Ramirez has both Marlins hits. Dodgers only have 1 hit. 3 hits combined in the game. Freddie Freeman has the Dodgers hit. Offense tough to come by this afternoon in South Florida. 0-2. Fastball way up high. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Big secondary lead by Ramirez. And a left-handed batter up there, right-handed pitcher. That's really in the sideline of a hitter. The last thing you want to do is distract your hitter who has 2 strikes on him already.
Knack out of the stretch. Nobody out. 1-2 pitch to Mervis. Breaking ball. Check swing. Did he go? Nope, says Eric Bacchus, the umpire at third. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Mets have extended their lead over the Diamondbacks 4-0. They're in the top of the 8th inning in Phoenix, where the Dodgers are headed at the conclusion of this game. Mariners coming back on the Athletics. It's now 5-4. Athletics with the lead going to the 8th inning in West Sacramento. Two ball, 2 strike pitch from the right-hander Landon Knack. A swing and a miss, strike 3. Good changeup. So his changeup's been working. He's punched out 3 guys on the changeup. 5 strikeouts in the game now for Landon Knack. 1 out, and here's Dane Myers, who grounded out to Mookie Betts at short in the 2nd inning. Still to come tonight in the big leagues, the Rangers and Red Sox at Fenway. Rays hosting the Phillies in Tampa off of Dale Mabry at George M. Steinbrenner Field, where we will be in August. Early August we'll be there. Yankees hosting the Padres, Braves and Reds in Atlanta. Twins playing host to the Orioles. Swing and a miss at a high inside fastball. White Sox are at Kansas City. Tigers are in Colorado. And the Angels at home hosting the Blue Jays tonight. The Rockies playing the Tigers. The Rockies are 6-28. Oh, 2 pitch. Popped out of the glove of Austin Barnes. Fastball just low. 1-2 to Myers. So far this year with runners in scoring position, the opposition is 2 for 13 against Landon Knack. Around 160. Pitch is popped up back, foul and out of play to the right. There was some talk that the Dodgers might have an opener for Knack today. But then they said, no, he'll make a traditional start. And the reason for their thinking is that they give up some runs in the 1st inning. And there's a foul ball back just below our booth. But his 1st inning ERA over his career, 5.70. That's 1st inning, 2nd inning combined. And after the 2nd inning, it drops to 3.02. And he's passed all that today, pitching here in the bottom of the 5th. 1-2 pitch to Myers. Myers gave it a good look. It was a slider low. 2-2. Finally, the entire playing surface covered in shadows. Still the batter's eye in the sun. Out in center field. 2-2. Swung on, belted to right and deep. Back goes Pages. Back goes Kim. Pages to the track. Makes the catch in front of the wall. And Ramirez is stuck at second base. on a fly ball to one of the deepest parts of the ballpark. Ramirez does not advance.
And if the ball drops in, Ramirez is going to score from second base. So why not go back and tag up? At least be closer to the bag where you can go back. Even if you scurry another 10, 15 feet, you have plenty of time. And there are a lot of reasons that the Marlins are 14-21.
A break for the Dodgers. That Ramirez didn't advance. And now the next pitch coming to Graham Pauley, left-handed hitting third baseman. It's low and outside, a changeup. Well, the Dodgers pulled off one of the best double plays you'll see last night because of a base running mistake by the Marlins. That was Myers, the guy that hit it, who got doubled off last night by Andy Pages from the right field wall after Pages had robbed a homer. And again, to repeat, you just don't see that double play. You just never see that.
You don't see it scored 9-3.
No.
But that's what it was.
2-0 the count. Stretch pitch. And it's up high 3-0 to Pauley. Pitch outside as well. Fastball. Three balls, no strikes. That's playing near second base behind the runner, Ramirez. And that one up high, ball 4. Mack has walked a man with 2 out. And the Marlins now have runners at first and second. This will bring up the number 9 hitter, Javier Sanoja, the second baseman. Sanoja struck out swinging in the third inning. He's 0 for 1. And I would guess anything close, based on the way that we've seen the Marlins swing the bat this series, I'll bet anything close. He swings at the first pitch. Marlins have been a very aggressive team offensively at the plate. First and second, 2 down. Mack pitching to the right-handed hitting Sanoja. He swings and hits it in the air to center field. Going back, Kim. Kim with a bead on it, backpedaling. He makes the catch on the warning track. And the Marlins come up empty as Landon Mack works around the leadoff double. We're through 5 full.
When you shop Safeway.com or in the app, you'll get the same prices, deals, and rewards as in-store. Shop our wild-caught lobster tail for $4.97 each when you clip the deal in our app or online. Then score 2-pound packs of fresh strawberries for just $2.99 each. These offers change each week, so don't miss out. Download the app for your deals today. Shop Safeway in-store or online at Safeway.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Do you know the following baseball slang? Today's phrase is golden sombrero. Do you know what it means? Golden sombrero, when a player strikes out 4 times in a game.
And Wap. Find out more at Yamava.com.
Dodgers hoping to get something going here now. We go to the 6th inning, no score. Third game of this 3-game series. Austin Barnes to lead off, followed by Ohtani and Betts. And still in the ball game, Valente Belloso. His first ever start against the Dodgers. And coming up on his 3rd time around the batting order. But there is some action in the Miami bullpen. 1-0 pitch. Barnes takes a strike, 1-1.
Kate Gibson, the lefty, still throwing, and you figure, well, does Gibson come in, whatever Barnes does? Do we see Gibson to face Ohtani?
1-1 pitch. And Barnes takes a strike. Ball and 2 strikes to Austin Barnes. He struck out swinging on a breaking ball in the 3rd.
Dodgers have not been able to figure out Veloso goes at all. I mean, just one hit. That was in the first inning by Freddie Freeman.
1-2 pitch. That's up high, and it's 2-2. Yeah, here we are going into the 6th inning. The Dodgers only one hit. This is a team that over the last dozen games or so has been averaging nearly 8 runs a game. 2-2. Barnes late on a fastball at 91, and he strikes out. And with one out, this will bring up Ohtani, and this will bring up Clayton McCullough, the manager of the Marlins, former Dodger first base coach. And Ohtani will not see Belloso, who should get a very good round of applause you'd expect from the Marlins fans. He did more than anybody expected here this afternoon, far more, in fact. And he comes out of the ball game, and he is getting handshakes. And a lot of folks giving him a standing ovation on the third base side of the stadium.
We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
We just kind of knew from the beginning that we were family.
They showcased a sense of love that I never had before. I mean, he's not only my parent, like he's like my best friend.
At the end of the day, it's all been worth it. I wouldn't change a thing about our lives.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. Visit adoptuskids.org to learn more. Brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Are you ready to take a swing at Basebalderdash? Today's phrase is cup of coffee. Do you know what it means? Cup of coffee. A short time spent by a minor leaguer in the major leagues. Just enough time for a proverbial cup of coffee.
Back in the big leagues for the first time since a cup of coffee in 2022.
Expand your vocabulary with the MLB app and MLB.com. Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Get hands-on training for my dream job.
I can be ready for the in-demand careers of today and tomorrow.
Learn by collaborating and exploring when you enroll at a California community college. With more than 200 career education programs at your fingertips, your future can be anything you imagine.
I can make good money doing what I love.
Classes can fill up quickly, so enroll today at icangotocollege.com.
I want you.
Ohtani takes the first pitch from Gibson for a strike. The left-hander out of Louisiana Tech. Second time called up to the big league club this year. And Ohtani takes outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitching change brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers.
That's Gibson warming up. He called for a lot of sliders, throws the curveball, also the changeup.
He winds, kicks, and the 1-1. Ohtani looks at strike 2.
And that's the heater at 95.
So the velocity will look a lot quicker now out of the left arm of Gibson as it did from the right arm of Valente Belloso. Belloso pitching the best game of his major league career so far. No score here in the 6th. Pitch to Ohtani. He lays off a curveball outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Gibson called up prior to today's game. Made his major league debut on the 20th of April at Philadelphia with 2 1/3 scoreless there. 2-2 swung on, hit hard down the left field side. It is drifting toward foul ground. A sliding attempt by Kyle Stowers, and he won't make the catch. It hit off the sidewall. And Ohtani will trot back to home plate and have another 2-2 offer. Stowers sliding, and then he looked away from where the ball was. He wasn't even close to where the ball landed. But he was probably sliding just so he wouldn't crash into the wall. 2-2 pitch, swung on, rope to right field. That's into the gap. It's going to split the outfielders and go to the wall. Around first is Ohtani. He is speeding up. He's around second on his way to third. Here comes the relay throw. It's cut off, and Ohtani is in with a triple. Shohei Ohtani's 4th triple of the season.
So he hits one foul down the left field line, and before the center fielder, Myers really got back to his position. Gibson was already into his delivery. And a big triple that will draw the infield in tightly.
And a couple of shots here with Betts and Freeman coming up. No score. Go ahead runs at third. And Cade Gibson, the left-handed pitcher, comes set. His first pitch to Mookie. Low and in, ball 1. Well, that ball got out there in a hurry. 107 off the bat. And Ohtani, for the 4th time this year, has a 3-base hit. Now the 1-0. And Mookie takes inside.
First runner by either team to reach third base.
Two ball, no strike pitch to Betts. And he'll let a strike go by.
Well, the Dodgers have the right guy up there. I mean, you look at Mookie Betts, the last 2 years, his strikeout rate is just 11%. That's the 4th lowest of any player in baseball.
And a 2-1 now to Mookie. Here it comes. And he takes it up high. 3-1. Just a note on the triple by Ohtani. It's one more triple now than he had all of last year in his great 50-50 season. He had 3 last year. He has had 8 in a season twice, and in 2021 he led the American League with 8 triples. 3-1 pitch. And Betts takes outside, ball 4. And the Dodgers with runners at the corners and 1 out for Freddie Freeman.
Well, I also think now, I don't know if it's going to be first pitch, but this is a spot that I would think Dave Roberts is going to let Chris Woodward, the first base coach, tell Betts, look, if you take off and go to second base, I doubt seriously that they would throw through, not with the speed of Ohtani at third base.
Graham Pauley at third, even with the bag. Edwards, the shortstop, close to it.
The only thing is at first, just cannot get picked off.
Second baseman playing halfway. And Wagaman holding Betts. 1 out, runners at the corners, no score. Top of the 6th.
That's a big lead.
Stretch and the pitch to Freeman. A little number foul over by the Dodger dugout for strike 1. So with Freddie Freeman's home run last night, that was his 351st home run. And he is now tied on the all-time home run list with Dick Allen, who also had 351. He passed Chili Davis last night. 0-1 pitch to Freddie. He swings, he lines it to left field, a base hit. Shohei will come in and score. The Dodgers take the lead. It's 1-0 as Freddie Freeman has driven in his 26th run of the season.
And Freeman 2 for 3. You can only hold down this top 3 in the Dodger lineup for so long. Eventually they're going to reach up and they're going to bite you. And that's exactly what's happened here in the 6th.
Dodgers score first. When they do, they're 14-5. And here's Andy Pages. Pages 0 for 2. Strikeout victim back in the first, and he popped up to second in the 4th. 2 on, 1 out. Dodgers up 1-0. Strike to Pages.
So you bring in Gibson, the lefty, to face 2 out of the first 3 hitters left-handed. And they both get hits. They walk the right-hander in between the base hits.
0-1 pitch coming. And Pages hits it foul into the screen. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the World Champion Dodgers Audio Network.
The home of the world champion LA Dodgers. KLAC KYSR HD2 Los Angeles. Make us a preset on the free iHeartRadio app.
0-2 pitch to Pages. He swings in, hits a line drive to first. Sliding at first is Freeman, but he's tagged by Wagaman in an unassisted double play. Dodgers are going to peek at it just to be sure. Not everybody's running off the field just yet. Let's see if the tag was made in time or not, or if at all. Looked like he got him on the chest before the foot hit the bag, and there will be no challenge. It will be an unassisted double play hit into by Pages. But the Dodgers break the ice. They get on the board with a run, 2 hits, and 1 man left. After 5.5, Dodgers win.
Breaking It's Never Ordinary at Bet365. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Arizona. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT-STEP to 53342. T&Cs apply.
Looking for a rewarding career where you can make a difference? Sierra Vista Unified School District is hiring. As an A-rated pre-K through 12th grade district, we've been proudly serving our community for over 60 years, and we want you to be a part of our team. From teaching to support staff, every role helps shape the future of our students. Competitive pay, great benefits, and a supportive work environment. Because when you succeed, our students do too. Join us today. Apply now at svusd68.org/careers. Sierra Vista Unified, where your career makes an impact.
You're one of the most serious players on the team, Capricorn, but sometimes you need to let your stoic facade down and let yourself have fun. You think that you won't make it to the World Series if you goof off, but you can still maximize your performance while enjoying a playful moment on the field. You could end up going viral and ascend your rising star.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I'm truly humbled to stand here before you in Cooperstown with 2 men that pitch for me and 2 managers that made my life as a manager.
Dodgers 1, Marlins nothing. Top of the 7th, Max Muncy leads off against the left-hander Cade Gibson, who deals him a sinker up high for ball 1. Well, what a job by Matt Sauer. After the Marlins had set up shop, he came in and ruined it for him, which was great for the Dodgers. Inducing the double play ball and then getting the strikeout and leaving the tying run at third base. 1 ball and 1 strike to Muncy. Muncy's 0 for 2, fly deep to right in the 2nd inning, struck out on a splitter in the 4th. And now Max behind in the count. Curveball that landed for strike 2. 1-2, left on left match here. Gibson's pitch. And Max fouls it off to the left. Shakey's Pizza Parlor is the official pizza partner of the Dodgers audio broadcast. When it's game day, it's group day at Shakey's.com. Now 1-2 from Gibson to Muncy. He kind of measured it up but didn't swing. 2-2. Breaking ball that went down and away. Muncy waits. 2-2 pitch. Way up high, and it's 3-2. Miguel Rojas has a bat in his hand. He's out on deck. He will hit for Conforto. Lake Bacher is now warming up for the Marlins in the bullpen. A right-hander. 3-2. A little ground ball hit to third. Paulie behind it. Picks it up, throws to first. And Muncy is out, 5-3, 1 away. Rojas now at the plate. And so what you can expect defensively would be more than likely for Kike Hernandez to move to left and Rojas to go to second.
And conference on the mound, and I just wonder if this is a precursor to even a pitching change.
Probably buying some more time here for Bacher to warm. And we've seen this kind of stuff before where the catcher comes back, takes his time. He's looking in the dugout the whole way.
Yep.
And here comes the manager. Yep, you had it pegged. That's exactly what they were doing. And here comes Clayton McCullough out to make the pitching change. So Gibson will be out. Lake Bacher will come in. And he'll face the pinch hitter Rojas. Once Rojas was announced, that's when the Marlins made the maneuver. And now James Outman, a left-handed batter, comes out of the dugout, and he'll probably hit for Rojas. So that's the story from here. We'll take a pitching change timeout.
We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
We just kind of knew from the beginning that we were family.
They showcased a sense of love that I never had before. I mean, he's not only my parent, like he's like my best friend.
At the end of the day, it's all been worth it. I wouldn't change a thing about our lives.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. Visit adoptuskids.org to learn more. Brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco, his 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
For Marathon, other terms and conditions may apply at participating locations only.
Right through 2/3 of an inning, gave up a run, walked one, didn't give up any hits. So James Outman will come up instead of Miguel Rojas. So Rojas is burned as far as going up there for Conforto, being announced, forcing the Marlins pitching change to a right-hander, and now the left-handed hitting Outman will come up and pinch hit instead with Kike Hernandez on deck. This pitching change brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change, your 15-minute drive-through oil change with locations throughout Southern California. Dodgers with a 1-0 lead. Ohtani with a triple in the 6th, and Freddie Freeman drove him in with an opposite field single. And here is Outman, who started the game last night and went 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts and a walk. Nobody on, 1 out, top of the 7th. Bakker's pitch, cut on and missed. Fastball at 94. Outman does not have a hit in the big leagues this year. Yesterday was his first day of duty back in the show after starting the season in Oklahoma City. Bakker buries a splitter, and it's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to James Outman. Dodgers looking for some insurance now in the 7th. Stretching the 1-1 pitch. Inside, 2-1. Infield back, Paulie off of third base. Playing in the hole, and that one delivered outside, a slider. And Outman gets ahead, 3 balls and a strike. Outman pinch hitting here. 3-1 pitch, that's way up and out, and he walks. Bakker comes in out of the bullpen, walks the first man he sees, and the Dodgers have a base runner with 1 down, and Kike Hernandez coming up.
Yeah, and the guy with some pretty good running speed on top of it.
Chris Woodward, first base coach, puts his left hand on the left shoulder of Outman and whispers something into his right ear. Now Outman into his lead at first, held on by Wagaman. Pitch to Kike coming from Bakker. And it's low ball 1. Kike popped up foul to the first baseman Wagaman in the 2nd inning, and in the 5th he struck out looking. 1 ball, no strikes to Kike. The Dodgers won the first game 7-4 on Monday night. Lost 5-4 in extra innings last night. And are trying to find a way to take the rubber game here today before they jet off to Arizona. Pitches inside to Kike, 2-0. Bakker pitching on back-to-back days here. So Noha, the second baseman at double play depth, he is playing in and close to the bag at second. And shortstop Xavier Edwards just backed up a step. 2-0 pitch from Lake Bacher to Kike Hernandez. Swing and a miss at a slider.
And Myers, the center fielder, just keeps turning around to make sure exactly how much room is left behind him in straightaway center.
2 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch coming. There's a ground ball hit toward left field. It's through into the outfield, a base hit. Outman stops at second base. Xavier Edwards went hard to his right, dove to his backhand side. It was just out of his reach. And Kike is 1 for 3. The Dodgers, with 1 out, have runners at first and second. Ha-Seong Kim coming to the plate. He is 0 for 2. Kim grounded out to first in the 3rd inning, and in the 5th he flied to center. 2 on, 1 out. Stretched by Bacher. The pitch, it's there for a strike, a fastball in the outside corner.
Kim, for a guy that can, kind of guide the ball to left field, we've seen him do it. Think back to spring training a couple of times already now, but they have a big hole left side of the infield.
He swings, pulls it to the right side. That's into right field, a base hit. Outman's going to get waved home. Here comes the throw from Sanchez. And Outman is safe with a headfirst slide. He slid around the tag. And Ha-Seong Kim goes into second on the throw. It's an RBI base hit for Kim. And the Dodgers lead it 2-0.
Sanchez had the ball in his glove before Outman hit the third base bag. But for Outman, boy, he was like a sprinter indoors on the track, leaning into that turn. Boy, he scampers home very alertly over to third. Goes Kike Hernandez, and Kim winds up at second base.
2 runners in scoring position, second and third. Kim with a single goes to second on the throw. Infield in front of him. Kike leads at third, and the batter is Austin Barnes, and Barnes will take a strike. Still 1 out. Big opportunity to add on. Shohei Ohtani emerges from the dugout. He goes to the on-deck circle. 0-1. Barnes chases a slider and misses. It's 0-2. Ha-Seong Kim with a big RBI base hit here in the 7th. It's the Dodgers another run, 2-0 here. Bacher stretch, the pitch. Swung on and hit to the right field corner. It is turning into foul ground, and it lands foul. I don't know if Sanchez had a chance to catch that or not. It's a blind corner for us, the angle that we sit. It looked like he just pulled his glove back. Get a look on video here. I don't know why he didn't go after that ball, Mo.
I have no idea.
He pulled up. He gave up on it.
Yep.
Wow. That's a big break for Barnes. Lake Bacher's 0-2. Swing and a miss as Barnes chased the fastball up high, frustrated with himself. He looked like he wanted to throw the bat, but thought better of it. So he strikes out for the 3rd time. Oh, with 2 outs and 2 on, here comes Shohei.
Well, you're walking.
And that's what they'll do.
That's what they're going to do.
So it's a pick your poison moment. You walk Ohtani and you pitch to Betts. And Betts, with the bases loaded in his career, has been very, very good. Fans expressing their opinion on the intentional walk to Ohtani. They want to see him swing the bat. So do we. But you got to walk him in that case. Pitch to Mookie. And it's outside ball 1. Mookie has a chance to break this one open. He is 0 for 2 with a walk today. And he takes inside, and it's 2-0. Mookie in his career with the bases loaded. Again, been very good when he lays off a pitch here. No, he didn't. They peeled down to first base umpire Mike Estabrook. He said that he went. Mookie, a career .321 hitter with the bases loaded. And he swings at this offering, a slider, and he misses. It's 2-2.
We talked earlier about Bentz. 4th lowest strikeout rate in Major League Baseball. That's over the last 2 years.
Bases full of Dodgers. 2 outs, 2-2. And Mookie takes the ball outside. It's 3-2. The runners will be on the move. Kike at third, Kim at second, Shohei at first. 3-2 pitch is inside, ball 4, and Bakker's walked in a run. It is 3-0. Kike touches home plate, Kim down to third, Ohtani to second, and Mookie has walked for the second time. And now Freddie Freeman coming up, and boy, has he been a nightmare for the Marlins.
And Freeman has a high career average first pitch.
Stretch with the bases full by Lake Bakker. Pitch to Freeman, up and away, ball 1.
Well, for Freeman, he's made a good career to begin with. But how about with bases loaded? He's in the who's who. .352 average, 7 career grand slams.
1-0. And the pitch. Upstairs again, and it's 2-0 to Freeman. 23 pitches for Bakker since he entered the game.
Look, one small little zone right now.
2-0. And it's in there for a strike. A sweeper that caught the middle.
It just wasn't exactly where Freeman wanted. And after guys walked 3 in this inning, I mean, you can, with that 2-0 pitch, you can really be discerning.
2-1. Freddie bounces one foul into the Dodger dugout on the first base side. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ohtani had such a good jump. He was almost at third base, so he has to go all the way back to second. 2-2. And now the pitch. And Freeman bounces another one foul, and it hit off of the catcher, Agustin Ramirez, and he goes down. Got him in an unprotected area on top of the right knee. The shin guards only go up so high.
Yeah, you can get an extension that goes up above, and I would imagine he will order one within an hour after this game.
The Marlins manager Clayton McCullough, one of the trainers, out to check on him to see if he's okay to continue. Looks like he is, but it's taking a little bit of time. Dodgers with 2 more runs this inning, and the top of the 7th now lead it 3-0. 3 runs on 5 hits. Bases are loaded. 2 men out, and a 2-2 count to Freddie Freeman. Freeman 2 for 3 with a run batted in today. Kim at third, Ohtani at second, Betts at first. And Lake Bakker's 2-2. Freddie swings, and that's into right center, and a base hit. It might clear him. It's into the gap. Kim scores. Ohtani around third. He scores. Betts around third. He's going to score. And into third with a bases clearing triple is Freddie Freeman. It is 6-0 Dodgers. What a day for Freddie.
Well, you don't mess with Freeman. I said he's in the who's who with bases loaded. So that .352 average career with 3 men on just went a couple of clicks higher.
He pulled it right into that right center field gap. For Freeman, it's his first triple of the season. And Andy Pages now at the plate. And he swings and fouls it back for strike 1.
Yeah, Freddie Freeman now career bases loaded, hitting at .356.
He is 7 for 13 in the series with 2 home runs, a triple, and 8 runs batted in. Half of those today. Pages pops it up first base side. That'll go over the dugout. and into the seats for strike 2.
I'll tell you, this Dodger lineup from top to bottom, and we've talked about, well, the bottom, not just third, the 6, 7, 8, and 9 hitters have been kind of, inconsistent. Well, here in this inning, 6, 7, and 8 have all gotten on base.
0-2 to Paez. And that's outside. So even though Lake Bacher has been touched up for 5 runs, it's actually Cade Gibson who's on the hook because he gave up the go-ahead run in the 6th. But the Dodgers have padded their lead. There's a ground ball through the hole, left side, a base hit. Freeman comes in to score. And Paez tacks on the extra point. It's 7-0. The
Dodgers will bat around in this inning.
Paez 1 for 4. And now Max Muncy will get a second shot, but he won't face Lake Bacher, as Clayton McCullough's seen enough. As the Dodgers absolutely tattooed the right-hander for Miami, putting a 6th spot up there against him. Pitching change, timeout. We're at the top of the 7th. It's the Dodgers 7, Marlins nothing.
Hope. It's more than a word. It's a breakthrough in the making.
Ordinary at Bet365. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Arizona. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT STEP to 53342. T&Cs apply.
Guess who said the following?
This moment is great. I mean, I have to thank God first, my family, my wife, my kids, parents, the organization, the fans.
That's Mariano Rivera after he became the all-time career saves leader. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
You're one of the most serious players on the team, Capricorn, but sometimes you need to let your stoic facade down and let yourself have fun. You think that you won't make it to the World Series if you goof off, but you can still maximize your performance while enjoying a playful moment on the field. You could end up going viral and ascend your rising star.
I'm having a ball.
Right-hander Ronnie Enriquez will come on the pitch for the Marlins. 2 outs, top of the 7th inning. And Max Muncy batting for the 2nd time this inning. 14th appearance for Enriquez. 1-1, 2.87 the ERA. And the pitch to Muncy. And that's in there for a strike. Paez at first base. Dodgers now with a 7-0 lead.
Enriquez, a lot of off-speed pitches. 2 out of every 3 pitches this year have been sliders. And with 2 strikes, 80% off speed.
Muncy 0 for 3 this afternoon, and he couldn't hold up on a check swing, and it's now a 2-strike count to Max. You got to figure now that the bullpen will be in good shape, as Matt Sauer, he's got plenty of length in that right arm. He can finish things up. Comfortable lead right now. You'd think that'd be the plan. Once he takes low one in, and that would help the bullpen heading into the 4-game series with Arizona. But still a couple of innings to go here today. Stretch by Enriquez, and the 1-2 to Max Muncy. Skipped in the dirt, almost got him on a foot. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
How did that miss him?
I don't know.
I bet Max doesn't know either.
It was thrown right at his front foot. Nah, he's quick as a cat. He got it out of the way. Enriquez ready to deliver the 2-2 to Muncy. He's bent over at the waist. Looking in now, he'll take his back right foot off the rubber, disengage. Two ball, 2-strike pitch from Enriquez to Muncy. And Max swings and strikes out. Ball was dropped. 2 outs though. And he just flings the bat down, and he's a little disgusted with himself. But the Dodgers bat around. They send 10 men to the plate.
The more you listen to your kids, the closer you'll be. So we asked kids, what do you want your parents to hear?
I feel sometimes that I'm not listened to. I would just want you to listen to me more often and evaluate situations with me and lead me towards success.
Listening is a form of love. Find resources to help you support your kids and their emotional well-being at sounditouttogether.org. That's sounditouttogether.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and Pivotal.
You're one of the most serious players on the team, Capricorn, but sometimes you need to let your stoic facade down and let yourself have fun. You think that you won't make it to the World Series if you goof off, but you can still maximize your performance while enjoying a playful moment on the field. You could end up going viral and ascend your rising star.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
The Deli Counter.
Back to more LA Dodgers baseball.
Home run, Ohtani!
Right here on the world champion LA Dodgers audio network.
Bottom of the seventh, Dodgers 7, Marlins nothing. Some defensive changes to tell you about. Matt Sauer delivers to Agustin Ramirez, and he deals him a little bit low ball one. Beg your pardon, strike one. 0-1. And the pitch. There's a little tapper down toward third. Charging is Muncy. One hand's on the turf, throws on the run, and gets Ramirez one away. Bottom of the seventh, brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. So Chris Taylor's come off the bench. He's now in left field. James Outman remains in the game. He is in center field. Kike Hernandez has moved to first base, and his son Kim has moved into second base. That's how the Dodgers hope to finish up this game. One away, the designated hitter, left-handed batter Matt Mervis. He was the team leader in home runs with 7. Takes inside ball one, 1-0. He's bookended strikeouts today, one looking and one swinging. And he swings at this one and pops it up, playable in the infield. Austin Barnes out there. Max Muncy comes in, started to call him off, and Muncy watches Barnes make a sliding catch right in front of the pitcher's mound. That's a tough play for any catcher.
That's a very tough play for a catcher.
Wow. But Barnes hung with it and hung on to it for out number 2. Now, typically, kind of the rule is when there's a pop-up in the infield, the pitcher will point, and everybody tells the pitcher to get out of the way, let the fielders field it. Swing and a miss by Dane Myers, but in that case right there, if Sauer wanted to field it, he could have just walked to the bottom of the dirt of the mound and reached up. Well, the 0-1. Oh, that's snapped in for a strike. Two-seamer at 97. Outman will shift a couple of steps over toward right center field. An 0-2 count on Myers. Myers 0 for 2 today. Grounded to short and fly to right. Sauer winds, kicks, fires. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. An appeal down to first base umpire Mike Estabrook, and he rings up the strikeout. And the batter, Myers, threw down the helmet. He wanted to throw it hard.
It's never ordinary at Bet365. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Arizona. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT-STEP to 53342. T&Cs apply.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is oppo taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an oppo taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
It's time to step up to the plate and see if you can guess which baseball player or manager said the following.
Tonight I stand here overwhelmed as my name is linked with the great and courageous Lou Gehrig.
That's Cal Ripken Jr. addressing the fans after his 2,131st consecutive game played. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Today to see if you qualify. We speak multiple languages, including Spanish, Mandarin, Russian, and more, and are ready to help you.
Vroom, vroom. From the Galpin Motors broadcast booth.
Streaming right to your mobile device.
LA Dodgers baseball continues on its official home.
Second time to the plate as we go to the top of the 8th inning. He swings and misses at a changeup from Enriquez. 0-1. 7-0 Dodgers, and now Outman takes one knee high inside corner. 0-2.
As difficult as it was for both of these ball clubs to put runs on the board, Dodgers with one in the 5th and then a nice 6th spot in the 7th.
0-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. Outman saw 3 pitches and he goes down looking. 1 away. Kike Hernandez the batter. Top of the 8th inning brought to you by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa, the MVP for fun, food, and good times. Less than 90 minutes from wherever you are. Morongo, celebrating 20 years of good times. There's Kike Hernandez. Base hit last time up last inning. Swings and misses at a fastball.
It was the bottom part of the order that got that inning started in the 7th.
0-1, swung on, line to right center. That's a base hit. Kike running around first, thinking about 2, but he'll put the brakes on after a big turn around first base as it was cut off in the gap. And Hernandez now 2 for 4 in the afternoon.
Well, there's another bobblehead coming up. Mookie Betts bobblehead on May 13th against the A's. First 40,000 fans in attendance will take home the Mookie Betts bobblehead, presented by Security Benefit. Come on out. Dodgers.com/promotions.
Ha-Seong Kim now. Left-handed batter playing second base. Started in center field. And he swings at a slider down and in.
It's amazing how far we've come. We used to give those and say backslash, and now we just say slash.
Yeah.
We all get it. Of course, we also used to say www. And
you don't have to say that anymore. Dot. And another swing and a miss. You know, when you first started, when you write them out, you had to put like HTTP :
yes,
and then www.
Well, how about originally just the dial-up sound?
The modem. They've come a long way. Oh, and 2 to Ha-Seong Kim. Stretched by Henriquez in the pitch. And Kim lifts this one down the right side, but it's going to hook foul and goes into the seats. Kim might have cracked the bat. Yep, he did. He's bringing it over to Javier. Javier's going to take care of it. And now Kim will go back up there. No balls and 2 strikes. Nothing in 2. 1 out. Kike not being held on. 7-0 Dodgers in the 8th inning. Here comes the pitch from the right-hander Enriquez. It's a fastball outside. Hey, look at the Dodgers clubbies. You know, Javier's been here a long time. He does a great job. All the clubbies do an exceptional job. Headed up by equipment man Alex Torres, who's the unsung hero of this ball club.
He's the best in the business.
There's a 1-2 pitch. Swing and a looper into right field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Might have broken another bat, but it died a winner. And the Dodgers with runners at first and second, and Kim has his second hit. The Dodgers are not done yet. Austin Barnes back up. He has taken the collar so far, struck out 3 times. He was pretty frustrated after he swung and missed at the last pitch, last inning. Now Barnes swings, hits this ball in the air a long way to left. It is headed back toward the wall. Stowers on the warning track in front of the bullpen makes the catch. Kike gets back to second base, and Kim rounded second, touched it again, and then went back to first.
It's amazing. Kim, you talk about scampering. He was about 8 feet to the third base side of the second baseman. And when you go back, as you said, you have to retouch the bag.
Shohei Ohtani intentionally walked in the 7th. He has walked 3 times this afternoon. He is 1 for 1 with a triple and 2 runs scored. Pitch to Shohei. He's just looking for one he can drive here late in the game. Got a pretty good fastball there. He took it for a strike. Top of the 8th, 2 on, 2 out. Enriquez ready to deal. Here's the pitch to Ohtani. He swings, hits it a long way to left center field. This ball headed for the gap, and on the run is Myers. He makes the catch on the warning track. He didn't know how many outs there were.
No, he was going to throw it back into the infield. He's still thinking about called strike 3.
He had no idea how many outs there were, but it was a long drive by Ohtani that Myers caught up to.
Ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Arizona. T&Cs apply.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Are you ready to round the bases with Base Balderdash? Today's phrase is Texas Leaguer. Do you know what it means? Texas Leaguer, a bloop that falls between an infielder and an outfielder for a base hit.
It's an RBI single for Breckman on a little Texas Leaguer, and the Astros lead 2-0.
Expand your vocabulary with the MLB app and MLB.com.
To the boys in blue, the world champion LA Dodgers audio network.
Never gets old.
Bottom of the 8th, 7-0 Dodgers. Grant Pauley, the third baseman, facing Matt Sauer. Sauer's game the rest of the way now, and he delivers a strike. We're looking at Dane Myers. It took him almost the whole commercial break to get into the dugout from center field. He didn't know how many outs there were when he caught the ball from Ohtani. Remember, he was the guy that was rung up on appeal on a check swing, and he was still upset about it.
And he walked all the way back out to center field.
Kicking the 1-1. Swinging a foul back. Ball and 2 strikes. But that's the thing, and you know this, and you've learned it. Any player who's played the game has learned it. You can't take your glove to the plate, and you can't take your bat in the field. You have to compartmentalize. You have to forget one when you're doing the other. 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. A cutter over the outside corner. And Pauley goes down looking. That is strikeout number 3 for Sauer. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers audio network.
The home of the world champion LA Dodgers. KLAC KYSR HD2 Los Angeles. Make us a preset on the free iHeartRadio app.
Sanoja, the second baseman, takes a strike from Sauer. Sauer had a 6-pitch 7th inning. Talk about efficient. Now he's got the first out already here in the 8th. And is ahead of Sanoja, who grounds it foul down to third for strike 2. Today's game brought to you by First 5 California. 1 in 3 children are at risk of toxic stress. But there are things parents can do to help. Learn how to overcome it at first5california.com. No ball, 2-strike pitch. It's in the dirt, 1-2. So you talk about Matt Sauer, and he has the opportunity to really give the Dodgers a shot in the arm in terms of resting the bullpen today. Landon Knack did a great job. He is the pitcher of record on the plus side. Swing and a foul back. Knack went 5 innings plus 2 hitters.
And that was huge. I mean, as the fill-in starter, to go to 5 instead of taxing the bullpen early.
75 pitches. Did not allow a run. Scattered 4 hits and struck out 5. 1-2. A little poke up the middle. Right there is Kim behind second base. Sidearm flip to first quickly. And he retires the speedy Sanoja. That a little something on that right arm of Hassan Kim. He get that over there in a hurry.
I was looking at some video of Kim right before going to spring training. And the video was him playing second base. Shortstop also. We've seen him in center field. I was amazed at his range, in particular going up the middle. And the other thing that I got, strong arm.
2 down. Here's the top of the order. Xavier Edwards, first ball swinging. Ground ball to Mookie Betts behind the second base bag. He throws on to first. And it's another short inning for Matt Sauer. We go to the 9th. It's the Dodgers 7, Marlins nothing.
AM 570, LA Sports. Every dog.
Will you be okay for the show Saturday?
Yep. Look, ZocDoc has a ton of in-network doctors who can see me this week.
This week?
Reviews say Dr. Okami has a great bedside manner. Or Dr. Stafford. Patients say he never rushes appointments and has an opening today.
You should rush to his office.
And booked.
Now I need ZocDoc to find an ear doctor.
You've got options. Book on ZocDoc today.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
No errors for the Dodgers, 0-4-0 for Miami. And Tyler Phillips, a right-hander, makes his 13th appearance. No decisions, ERA 4.43. 12 strikeouts and 20 in the 3rd innings pitched. And Mookie Betts, first ball swinging, pops it up left side of the infield. Coming in is the third baseman, Graham Pauley, and he makes the catch on the third base side of the pitcher's mound. 1 pitch and 1 out for the Dodgers in the 9th. The best drive of the game presented by Edmunds. See how much your car is worth at Edmunds.com. The best drive of the game, Freddie Freeman's 7th inning bases clearing triple. Freeman with 4 RBIs in the game today. And here comes Chris Taylor. He's going to hit in the 2-spot, or the 3-spot rather. Went into Freddie's spot in the batting order when he came in to play left field last half inning. Well, first pitch to Taylor, inside ball 1. Here's the wind by Phillips. And the pitch to Taylor. Chris hitting .217. He takes low and away. The homers and 2 runs batted in for Chris. A couple of other games underway now as the Rangers and Red Sox are in the bottom of the 2nd, scoreless at Fenway. And the Rays and Phillies also just underway in the top of the 1st at Steinbrenner Field in Tampa. 3 balls, no strikes now to Chris Taylor. Padres and Yankees getting ready to start. Same for the Reds and Braves. Strike call to Taylor. What should be a pretty busy Wednesday in baseball. A number of games have finished. 3-1 pitch. Swing and a chopper foul. That's right off the front of the third base dugout. Top of the 9th, sponsored by Cars for Kids. Ready to donate your old car? Call 877 Cars for Kids now. Friendly agents standing by to take your donation. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today. 3-2. Strike 3 called. A sweeper over the inside corner. Taylor frozen. He goes down looking, and there are 2 away. Comes Andy Pages. Pages 1 for 4, an RBI single in the 7th. Got Freddie Freeman home from 3rd. And provided the 7th run of the game. And he'll take a strike. So when Sauer comes out to pitch in the bottom of the 9th, he'll face 2, 3, and 4. Stowers, Wagaman, and Sanchez. 0-1, wave and a miss. Nothing in 2 to Andy Pages. Two outs, bases empty. Andy, after his timeout, steps back in the right-hand batter's box. And here comes the pitch. Swung on and looped into left field. A base hit just out of the reach of the shortstop Xavier Edwards, who climbed the ladder. He got to the top rung and it wasn't high enough. And Pages has his 2nd hit of the afternoon.
Well, he came out with a breaking ball. Pages, if we look back to final game in Atlanta, coming into the game, Andy Pages had the highest batting average against right-handed pitching breaking balls in baseball. And that was a breaking ball he hit right there.
Thanks, Muncy, 0 for 4 this afternoon. He swings and he puts it into the right center field gap. That's down for a hit. Pages around 2nd, on his way to 3rd. And Muncy joins the hit parade. And with 2 outs, the Dodgers have runners at 1st and 3rd. James Outman will come up. Well, Max all smiles down there at first base. Outman looks, Outman swings, and he misses. James had spent some time this offseason at a hitting lab in Atlanta, trying to flatten out his swing some. And it looked a little different when he got to spring training. May have regressed to back where it was, but he was swinging well, and he swings well here, and he hammers one to center field. It's deep. It's back to the wall. It's gone. A home run. A 3-run home run for James Outman. Once around the park, James. It is 10-0 Dodgers. Boy, did he clobber that one. 416 feet and 110 miles per hour off the bat.
Well, he stayed on the ball with a swing. We saw him last night pulling off. And with that home run, remember Mom this Sunday with a Mother's Day gift from Daniel's Jewelers. So visit danielsjewelers.com/mom for $50 off a $99 plus purchase because she deserves to own the dream with Daniels Jewelers.
So Outman has his first hit of his major league season. He had 8 home runs in AAA, and he was all over that pitch.
And it was loud.
Usually with the roof closed, they're really loud. The roof's open, and it was really loud. So you know he really squared it up.
Well, he stayed on the ball, and by staying on the ball, I'm talking about, the left shoulder's not pulling off. You're thinking more up the middle. It's one of the things that Outman had really worked on last year, is it trying to keep the ball more left center, right center, not be pull conscious.
1-2 pitch. Kike pops it up. It is foul on the first base side. That'll go over the dugout and into the seats. 1-2 to Kike Hernandez.
But every young player, you look back and probably just about any profession you choose, you learn a lot. It's painful, but you learn a lot from failure. And for Outman, he has learned a lot in that period of time since coming on. 3rd in the voting and Rookie of the Year, his initial year in the big leagues, and struggled last year and wound up playing most of it in AAA.
And Phillips dealing to Kike, and he swings, hits a ground ball left side that is scooped up in the hole by the third baseman, and Paulie throws to first and retires Kike Hernandez. Dodgers add 3 more on 3 hits and a 3-run home run for James Outman. We go to the bottom of the 9th, 3 outs to get. The score: the Dodgers 10, Miami nothing.
Breaking news.
A great night for baseball.
This matchup features some of the best talent in the game. A lot of power, a lot of marquee names.
Here we go. Buckle up, folks. There's a guy who wants to be in the spotlight. The bats have come alive.
A showstopper.
We're just playing Powerball.
This place doesn't know what hit him.
These teams are entertaining, are they not?
The show continues.
Experience game-to-game coverage of the night's biggest moments, live and commercial-free. MLB Network Strike Zone, Wednesday and Friday nights all season.
You're one of the most serious players on the team, Capricorn, but sometimes you need to let your stoic facade down and let yourself have fun. You think that you won't make it to the World Series if you goof off, but you can still maximize your performance while enjoying a playful moment on the field. You could end up going viral and ascend your rising star.
Information, visit Dodgers.com/promotions. You're listening to LA Dodgers baseball.
On top of the mountain.
On the world champion LA Dodgers audio network.
On to the bottom of the 9th inning. Matt Sauer trying to finish things up. Dodgers with a 10-0 lead. And Ronnie Simon is going to come out and hit for Stowers. Switch hitter will bat left-handed against Sauer. And he deals him ball 1. I wonder what the thinking is here.
I think he went in the top.
And Simon hits one slowly over the mound, grabbed by Kim on the run, makes the throw, throws it away, and it goes into the camera well. So Simon will get second base. Would have been a very close play. We'll see if they scored a base hit and an error. Yeah, there is what they did. Single and an E4. And a runner at second base on the throwing error by Ha-Seong Kim. There's Eric Wagaman, right-handed batting first baseman, 0 for 3. Sauer fires. There's a ground ball to third. It is bobbled by Muncy. Picks it up, stays with it, throws to first. It's off the glove of Kike. Simon will go from second to third. Wagaman will go from first to second. So some Keystone Cops defense by the Dodgers so far in the bottom of the 9th.
Well, Muncy had trouble handling it to begin with. Hit off the heel of the glove, bounced on the ground, picked it up, and then the throw to the outfield side off the glove on a backhanded attempt to catch the ball by Kike Hernandez.
It'll be an error all the way on Muncy. So 2 batters, 2 errors in the 9th, 2nd and 3rd. And here's Jesus Sanchez. He swings, hits a high fly ball to right over by the line. Long run for Pages. He's getting behind it. He'll make the catch. Simon's going to tag. Here comes the throw. And Simon is safe. Slid past home plate. Barnes realizes it. He's going to tag him. And Brian O'Nora says he's safe again. It looked like he missed the plate from the initial look. Really good throw from Pages. And he might have grazed it with the top of his left hand, but Barnes tagging him just to be sure. And there goes the shutout. It's now 10-1.
And another first pitch swing. Down 10 runs at the time.
Sacrifice fly. And an RBI for Sanchez. Ramirez first ball swinging. I mean, these guys have dinner plans or what?
When they parked their cars in the parking lot, they got out of their cars swinging.
Two outs to get here. Dodgers with a 9-run lead. Matt Sauer is going to finish this, and when he does, he'll pick up his first career save. He'll have a 4-inning save this afternoon. Pitch outside for a ball, 1-1. Knack is the pitcher of record, so he will get the win out of this.
Sauer came in, first batter that he faced in that 6th inning with 2 on and nobody out. Got a huge double play ball.
Pitch to Ramirez. 1-1 is hit to the right side, foul. I'll give Pages some credit on that throw too. I mean, he made a play out of it. Considering he had to run a long way to his glove side left to get toward the line and still circled behind the ball. There's a weak swing and a miss. And out on strikes is Ramirez. And now the Marlins down to their final strike, or the final out. It's the 4th strikeout for Sauer. And the batter will be Matt Mervis. Mervis has struck out twice and popped up to Barnes. 10-1 the score. Runner at second is Wagaman. Pitch is inside to Mervis. 35 pitches for Sauer. Really good. He's had a couple of short innings, including a 6-pitch 7th. 1-0. That's up high. Two balls in, no strikes. 2 outs, bottom of the 9th. Dodgers an out away from their Major League leading 25th win. And that's inside. Count goes to 3-0. That would be the first team to get to 25. And a 3-0 pitch now. In there for a called strike, says Brian O'Nora. Just to get me over fastball on a 3-0 count. Here comes the stretch and the 3-1 now. And that's low and in, ball 4. He walked it. First and second and 2 men out. That'll bring up Dane Myers. Ronnie Simon pinch hit for Kyle Stowers to start the inning. Got a base hit, went to second on the throw by Hassan Kim. His errant throw allowed him to go to second. There's a strike to Myers. Eric Wagaman reached on a throwing error by Muncy. And Sanchez the sacrifice fly, and Ramirez the strikeout, Mervis the walk, and here we are with an 0-1 pitch. Swung on and hit in the air to center field and deep, but playable. On the warning track is Outman. He reaches up, makes the catch, and the ball game is over. And Matt Sauer picks up his first major league save. Landon Knack gets the win, and the Dodgers win this ball game by a 10-1 score over the Miami Marlins. They take the season series 5-1. And the final totals in the ball game look like this. The Dodgers 10 runs, 12 hits, 2 errors, and 6 runners left on base. For the Marlins, 1 run, 5 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. Landon Knack the win. He's 2-0. Cade Gibson suffers the loss. He's 0-1. As we mentioned, the first save of Matt Sauer's career. 2 hours and 43 minutes the game time in front of an announced crowd of 13,635 at Lone Depot Park. Well, it took until the 6th inning for the Dodgers to score, for either team to score for that matter. But then in the 7th, the Dodgers opened the floodgates and poured it on and added 3 more with a James Outman 3-run home run in the 9th for good.
Breaking news, and this one is almost unbelievable.
Yeah, it's all about new customers at Bet365.
All right, chat. So the Dodgers get the win in Miami and take the 3-game series, 2-1, 10 runs, 12 hits for the Dodgers in this one. They did have the 2 errors there in the 9th, but it is what it is. They will now get on a jet plane and fly to Arizona. I believe Public Enemy did a song about that one time. But they'll fly to Arizona. I'll be up there for tomorrow's game. Looking forward to it. Yamamoto will pitch. And it sounds like we won't have Teoscar or Tommy in the lineup for that game. So looking forward to seeing Hassan Kim in person again. And pretty excited about it all. No. They're going to Arizona. Phoenix. Front row, y'all. I'll be in section 311, front row, 3rd deck. But looking forward to it. I'll make the 3.5-hour drive up to the big city, try to survive that traffic, and get to Chase in plenty of time. We're going to hang out outside the stadium for about 3-4 hours before the game. Win is what we needed. Offensive production was awesome. A big week for the Dodgers offensively. Crazy runs scored. So we can't complain about that either. Nope, they're not off tomorrow. They play tomorrow. Illumination in Arizona. Safe trip, Valhalla, our captain. Appreciate it. I'll be back on Friday, though, y'all, for the Friday, Saturday, Sunday games. All right, Kirsten is interviewing Hassan Kim on the Sportsnet telecast right now. Safe travels. Appreciate it, y'all. I will go live a couple times from there, y'all. Probably once pregame from outside the stadium. Probably once pregame from inside the stadium, and maybe after the game. But we'll see, y'all. We will see. Hopefully my cell phone cooperates this time. I've got 2 power packs and the batteries in the phone, so I appreciate you all for being here today. Thank you to the V-Homies and the Berserkers. I think this is the first stream in a while that we didn't get a single super chat or a member. But 115 currently in here. Let me drop a commercial real quick. 99 likes, a little over 4,200 views. Kim saying he had his eye on a guy in the stands. CO gonna make Val look like a sugar daddy. I don't know about all that now. But anywho, y'all, I'm going to get out of here. So I want to say good night, Gracie. Thank you to the members, the V-Homies, the subscribers. Those are the Berserkers. And to the Blue Wrench crew. Couldn't do it without each and every one of you. Couldn't do it without each and every one of you. But I'm out of here. Where's my Lambo? it.